Hi there folks, my name's NovaWing24 and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for your simulation gaming news and goings on from the week that was. Incidentally, this is the 40th episode this year and also the last episode of the NovaWrap for this year, so let's not dwell on that, let's jump straight into the news. So we're going to start off this week with something a little different. So OMSI, so the very well-known and much loved simulation of those wanting to drive buses around some of the most beautiful, famous cities of Europe and around the world. There has been a fantastic new add-on project has been released for this. So this has come from the great guys over at Aerosoft. So this is Project Gladbeck. So this is absolutely like the biggest add-on, like official like release add-on like ever for this thing. Is incredible. So you've got 3 depots, 8 bus stations, and it's actually growing. It is still growing. It's over 35 bus lines all over the Ruhr region. It is just looking absolutely incredible. You've got everything from Gladbeck, Bottrop, Glesenkirchen, Essen, Dortmund. It's just, this is insane. Like, driving buses is not my thing, but this just looks kind of cool. So yeah, if you're into this, you really want to be looking at grabbing this one. It is just incredibly detailed. We've got, you know, all sorts of bus lines. You've got express, night, routes, including the autobahn routes as well. And as I said, it's all backed by the quality that you get from Aerosoft. So looking absolutely amazing. As I said, 35 bus lines, and it's growing. That's the really interesting part. The fact is that they're actually still growing it as well, and that's something you don't see very often from developers. So I mean, we'll see how long it lasts, but yeah, it's just absolutely insane the amount of details going into this. So yeah, for you bus drivers out there, this is going to be a great add-on for you to grab. Alright, sticking with things at ground level for this week at the moment. So we've also got a couple of releases for Dovetail Games Train Simulator 2016. So we saw a mix of official and sort of like third-party releases this week. So official-wise, we saw 2 releases. We saw the Semmenberg route add-on. So this goes through a beautiful historic part of the Austrian Alps. In fact, actually, the route, this is really cool. Like, I learned about this. It's actually, I was about to say diagnosed, it's so the wrong word. It's actually been like heritage listed as a World Heritage Site in 1998 for part of its the fact it was just like such groundbreaking construction of being like the this line that actually goes, yeah, it's the first standard gauge mountain railway ever constructed, and goes through, you know, through all the different terrains and stuff. You know, it goes it goes around mountains and up and down, doing switchbacks and all sorts of stuff. Obviously it also includes some of the more modern features as well. Going through, you get some amazing sites, including the Essex motorway viaduct, which is like, yeah, world famous. Just looking absolutely spectacular with some scenery here as well. Just looking, the screenshots do look absolutely amazing as well, and this is pretty damn cool. It's a huge add-on, this one really is. So you get all sorts of, you get 7 scenarios with this one. You've got over 25 miles of track in here as well. Just the detail that looks like it's gone into this one is pretty damn cool. As I said, like, I mess around with trains every now and again. I'm a little overdue for a train video, but yeah, this actually looks absolutely spectacular. It really does. Having spent a bit of time in the Austrian Alps myself, that's possibly got something to do with how much I'm loving the look of this, but might do, might not, I don't know. But as I was saying before, for the nuts and bolts, you've got one train is included. The class 1116 in a local Austrian lines livery is included, along with a variety of rolling stock and wagons is also included as well. As always, fully compatible with Steam Workshop scenarios as well, all that kind of, and the quick drive compatibility, all that kind of fun stuff as well. It's looking spectacular. I have absolutely no doubt that we will be seeing more trains designed expressly for like this scenario and this scenery, because it looks absolutely incredible. The pictures I'm seeing where it changes between summer and winter, they are kind of blowing me away. They really are. So there you go. That's the big official release for the week. Now there's also been one other locomotive has been released. So this one is designed for the New York route that was released earlier. in the year. So this is for the NJT, sorry, not York, yeah, New Jersey, York, yeah. NJT GP40 locomotive has now been added on. So this is sort of a diesel electric locomotives that's come through there, and it's got a bit of a interesting sort of history where they were remanufactured several times during their lives, and they were sort of inherited when they were they sort of like several of the commuter sort of companies sort of joined together, and New Jersey Transit inherited these from the Central Railroad as they expanded and stuff like that. Serves compatible with serves both the passenger and the sort of freight things. Primarily the passenger, but yeah, it did have all the freight line support as well. As I said, it is optimized for the North Jersey Coast line add-on pack. Is also available for Train Simulator 2016, though not required as always. But the scenarios the 3 scenarios that are included do require the North Jersey Coast add-on. But of course, as always, it was still fully compatible with Steam Workshop scenarios, and is fully quick drive compatible as well, and looking not too bad, not too bad. So pretty impressive to go for a locomotive that started in the 1960s and continues serving, I believe, to this day in small numbers. So there you go. Alrighty, in other releases, so this is from Aerosoft. So we're of course used to Aerosoft being primarily focused around aeroplanes, but they do have a very expansive train division as well, and they've released their Berlin Leipzig route for Train Simulator 2016. So this one is available from your favorite online sim retailer. Not available on Steam as yet. May see it in the future, but not too sure about that. Now this one is 195 kilometers of track as well, so this is just absolutely insane as well. Fully compatible. We've got a lot of AI stuff to bring your simulator to life, and looking pretty damn amazing. It is the scenery. You don't get the sort of like the bonus trains and stuff like that. You get some stuff for just like rolling stock and AI traffic, but yeah, not for yourself. Comes with 9 scenarios included, as well as incredibly detailed stops and stations as well. Over I think it's 46 of them, I think, as well. So yeah, it's just absolutely looks incredible. It's just insane of like all the stuff that's there. So it's electrified main line as well as some branch lines as well. Full signaling system has just been absolutely amazingly detailed as well, of course, with the some of the quality that we've come to expect from the good teams at Aerosoft. So this is an interesting little add-on, as I said, is available from Aerosoft directly and from your favorite online simulation retailer. All right, now taking we're gonna round out on a little one of a curiosity one that I have, but we're gonna move into the world of flight simulation next. So of course, in the world of flight simulation releases, possibly the most awaited release for X-Plane users of late, the Rotate Simulations MD80. So this has been a long time coming. A lot of people have been waiting for this as well. It looks pretty damn spectacular. From listening to Frugal he's done some videos on it at the time of this news video going live. He hadn't released them as yet, but he was saying he'd been tweeting about it and saying that it was a good balance between realism and between being able to get in and fly, which is I always enjoy when a simulation product gets that balance right. So it's been designed. It's a beautiful flight model. It's been designed in conjunction with actual MD80 pilots as well. This one is the MD88 variant that's been depicted here of the MD80, looking absolutely spectacular with its external textures as well. Comes with a whole slew of your flight management systems, has all been included as well as your incredibly detailed visuals and some simulation systems going through everything from your electrical power plants, blah, blah, blah. Can you tell that I don't fly X-Plane? Can you fly? Like I'm excited for X-Plane users. I really am, because it does look incredible for you guys, and it's really good to see that the simulator that, as I said, it gets mixed reviews, but I'm glad to see more and more bigger names coming out for with products for it. So there you go. So X-Plane users, rejoice. Alright, in other releases, so in the world of sort of FSX and P3D, so Airplane Heaven, a wonderful team that I always enjoy their products. They've got a new release on the market as well, the Miles Hawk Speed 6. So this was a series of aircraft built by Miles, sort of in the 30s, late, sort of early 30s, and was it was developed from one of their trainer aircraft, but it was designed as a racer. And it came at the tail end of that sort of great pioneering air racing sort of era. Unfortunately curtailed by the Second World War. But and then this particular aircraft that's depicted here, well, actually, funnily enough, there was actually only ever 3 of these aircraft ever made. Funnily enough, but one of them survives to this day, and that's the one that's depicted by Airplane Heaven here. So yeah, it was put into storage during the war, and then after the war, it was reassembled and has gone through several owners, and actually has flown to second place in the King's Cup of 1972. So there you go. And to this day, she is still maintained in airworthy condition and can be seen in air shows around the UK. So a great little release from Airplane Heaven, looking absolutely beautiful, detailed. The one thing I'm curious about, and I'm very curious about, they highlight in one of their features special painting techniques to simulate different coverings used for the metal skin on the wooden cockpit and all that kind of stuff. I'm really curious what techniques they used. As a repainter myself, I'm very curious to know what they use. So anyway, side note. But either way, the texture's looking spectacular. The cockpit's looking quite Spartan as well and quite nice. So, and of course, absolutely beautiful recorded sounds of the actual de Havilland Gypsy engine that powers it. So this is available from your favourite flight sim retailer now. Alright, in other flight simulation releases as well, Airsoft again, they've released another one of their another airport range. So this one's been come out from Joe Erlandson. So he's made a few airports in the past. This one's kind of snuck up on everybody a little bit, but this is for you know what, I know I'm going to get this wrong, but Svala Airport, Svala Airport Helle, which is in northern Norway, and it's interesting because one of the things notoriously that FSX and P3D can't do, at least not out of the box, it can't handle sloped runway. Runways have to be flat. That's just how runways are in our flight simulation, even though in reality they're not. This airport, it actually has it's done something custom terrain, something different to actually get the sloping airport that this particular airfield is famous and infamous for as well. So that looks pretty spectacular, and it's always impressive when a simulation developer gets to do something like that into there as well. So looking not too bad. Nice to see that at release this is fully compatible across the board, so fully compatible with FSX all the way through to from boxed and gold through to Steam Edition and onwards into Lockheed Martin's Prepared 3D all the way through to version 3 as well. So looking amazing for that. And some amazing high quality animations and detailed textures are included with that as well. So as I said, that is also now available from the Airsoft store or from your favourite flight sim retailer. Alright, now moving on to FSX Steam Edition. Speaking of FSX Steam Edition, moving on to Steam Edition releases for the week. So, a couple of releases this week of products that have been around for a while, and of course one fresh product for Steam Edition. So we've got the Orbix FTX Trees HD have been released for FSX Steam Edition. Look, don't get me wrong, they're great. I personally don't use them, and like a lot of these things, if you're a multi-platform simmer, probably look at the other platform. But if FSX Sim Edition is just your only flight sim platform, yeah, go for this. Just as I said, they look absolutely spectacular. They really do. Just buy beware. Like a lot of add-ons, they can sometimes push your limits on your system, so just buy beware and that kind of stuff. Otherwise, they do look absolutely spectacular. They really do. I really should invest in them just for my videos. I really should. Anyway, but no, they do look absolutely incredible. Now this is available as a standalone package, or of course as available as part of the premium collection of FSX, which has just been released as well, which includes a whole slew of items to get you kick-started if you haven't come across onto FSX Steam Edition as yet. So that's available now. Additionally, as I said, amongst a few releases this week, we've also got Rex Texture Direct 4. So as viewers of my channel will know, I continue and will always espout the value and the sheer awesomeness that is Rex Texture Direct 4. The incredible textures that it gives you, the detail that it gives you for to add into your flight simulator is just insanely awesome. It's just no doubt about it. It is just incredible. The guys at Rex Studios just can't be beat hands down for when it comes to textures and stuff like that. They really can't. Again, much like I just said with the trees add-on, it is available independently. So you can just buy it for Steam Edition through the normal DLC process. If you are a multi-platform simmer, consider not getting it through Steam. Consider getting it through your traditional purchase methods, through your favorite online flight sim retailer store, just because it gives you the option to go across multiple sims, whereas the Steam Edition version is just for Steam Edition. That's it. It does not support P3D or anything else, so just so you know. And again, folks, as I said, it is available as a standalone purchase or as part of the premium collection, the premium editions that have just been made available for FSX Steam Edition now as well. And rounding out sort of re-releases at the moment, so we've got the Aerosoft Diamond DA20-100 Katana. So this is a little light GA aircraft. So it's a cute little thing, it really is. Diamond aircraft make good aircraft, like they do, and coming from Aerosoft, it's got a great quality, great pedigree behind it. Beautiful little Rotax engine in there as well. If you like Iris's Grob or J160, you are going to love this. Like, just straight up, there you go. I've said it. Like, it's that kind of awesome aircraft. It is showing its bit of its age now, though. It is pushing about 4 years old now, I think. The original release, although it's just come to Steam Edition. But you do get to have, it does give you a bit more though than many other things. Not quite as much as what A2A give you, but it does actually do some things similar to what A2A do, where they go, it does actually, change, what kind of oil you got, what sort of oil you have, and stuff like that. Wear and damage is simulated, so you can sort of adjust whether you want it to be affected by the fact that as if you land hard, it's going to break something, and things like that. If will your oil get used and stuff like that. So it's always interesting. You can have your instructors loads and stuff like that. It's a really interesting little diversion from Aerosoft standard stuff, so it is pretty cool as well. And it's got a full setup panel and all that kind of fun stuff as well, so it's a cool little add-on for this one. Looking forward to hopefully taking this one up for a spin in the new year. And lastly, for FSX Steam Edition releases for this week, we've got the Arctic Rescue add-on mission pack. So this is a new mission pack from Jane Rachel Whitaker, producer of several previous mission packs for FSX Steam Edition, including Dangerous Approaches and Cargo Crew, which are, great little add-ons, they really are. This one is a whole new one as well. So this one, you take on the role of a multi-airframe, multi-type certified rescue pilot, and flying the default, it's the default Grand Caravan, Maul Orion, and EH-101 Merlin, but they've got updated flight dynamics as well. So which is which has always been a common complaint about those three aircraft. They've always been great, but the flight dynamics, particularly on the Merlin, were kind of rubbish. So it's great to see that not only are you getting your mission pack for this, you're also getting update of FDE as well. So which is really nice to see, and again, great to see the ongoing development and stuff that's going on here as well. Looking pretty spectacular with that as well. So there you go. That is also available on Steam for your mission addiction pleasure. Alright folks, well that rounds out the flight simulation news for this week. Now there's one final thing that I want to cover off. Now this is a cute little release. I like it. I think it's cute. And yes, I have got it. Celestron. Celestron, okay, so many of you probably don't know what a heliocentric is. Now heliocentric is like a really old sort of like way of trying to display how, like, you know, celestial bodies work with each other and stuff like that. And this sort of takes that idea and runs with it in a really cool way. It reminds me of Universe Sandbox a lot, but it's got this steampunk feel to it, which I think is just cool. This is available on Steam for less than $1. Like, it's just cool. By the way though, it is like I'm not quite sure if I'd fully class it as open source, but it borderline is. You can actually sort of, you know, it's been kicking around for a little while. It's been in sort of development, prototype stuff for prototype and sort of development for I think it's about a year now, I think. And it's fully compatible with virtual reality like Oculus Rift, Steam VR, and stuff like that. And they offer a full developers kit available for people who want to muck around with it and stuff like that. So, but you know what? Reward the developer. This is pretty cool. I think it's cool. I'm going to do a video on it just because I think it's cool and I think it's cute and I think it's awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to round out with that. That's pretty cool. So there you go. Alright, that's okay, that's me off waffling now for the day. Alright folks, as I said, this is the last in the NovaWrap video series for this year, for 2015. Thank you very much for joining me for this incredible journey. It's been a lot of fun. As I said, I'm going on a bit of a Christmas hiatus. Don't worry, there will be content coming on the channel. I've got a whole heap of videos that I've been working really hard on. Particularly looking forward to a very interesting sort of parallel series, which I'll be launching very shortly, which I've been working on in conjunction with Orbix and the Flight Sim Store, to actually sort of really look at P3D and actually see, like, we talk about all these add-ons and stuff and then see what difference that they make. So I'm really looking forward to that. But anyway, that's what coming out. So don't worry, you will see some content coming through. But the NovaWrap will be finishing up this week. We will be returning with the NovaWrap in the new year. But I am going to be taking a little bit of time for myself, just a bit of time to unwind and relax. But don't fret. As I said, there will be some content coming up. Alright folks, well thanks very much for joining me for the NovaWrap. Don't forget, as always, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these and want to see more next year, but you'll see more. And of course, as always, don't forget you can always follow me and all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.